When you're ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. All right, can you please introduce yourself?
My name's Arun Kumar. I'm a writer, director, and also a producer from London, England, with a slate of feature film and scripted series projects. And I'm also a consultant and executive producer, senior partner for Ars Nova Capital. We're developing a global network of studio campus projects, and in Cannes this year we announced the first 3 projects in Kilifi, Kenya, in Rome, Italy, and Mumbai, India.
Awesome. Can you tell us about maybe some of your projects that you've worked on in the past that people might be familiar with, or?
The first movie I did was called The Truck of Dreams, which was made for an Indian movie studio, Sahara Motion Pictures, and it won the World Cinema Award for Best Feature Film in Washington, DC Film Festival. That was in 2005, and then in 2009, and that was a kind of a homage to Bollywood, I guess. It was like the story of a young village girl in Maharashtra, which is a state in India, who was about to become her mother, basically someone's wife, but she had higher aspirations for herself. She was a singer, a dancer, and above all a dreamer. And the film kind of follows her journey as she evolves herself, runs away with a traveling cinema, and changes her life. And it's about, if you really believe in something, you should follow your dream and do it. So a lot of people said it was extremely inspirational and empowering movie. And then I kind of did, my next movie was kind of the opposite. It was a very commercial London set gangster movie called The Big I Am, which I took over as director after the original director was fired and the whole film was a mess. So I was brought on to complete it, change it and deliver it, which I did. And that had a bigger cast of Michael Madsen and Phil Daniels, a whole bunch of UK actors, Leah Gregory, and that was released by E1 and is on global release. So those are the 2 movies I've done. I've done lots of documentaries and music videos. The movie which I'm close to making now, which is financed, we've got financing from Northern Irish Screen, from Ars Nova Capital, from an American distributor, Convergent. It's called McCullough, and it's a magical realist bank heist movie, which is based on the biggest bank heist in European history, which happened in 2005 in Belfast, where the Northern Irish Holding Centre was robbed of £25 million originally, but officially, but unofficially another €60 million were taken. So it's a huge amount of cash. No money's been recovered and no one's been caught. And in telling the story from the point of view of the wife of one of the bank workers who was kidnapped and held hostage for nearly 2 days, eyes, ears and mouth were all taped up, so she was completely desensitized, and we go inside her mind, and inside her mind this Celtic entity called the Gruagach manifests itself, and a lot of the movie is a conversation between the Gruagach and this woman as they watch real world playing out on a screen, a waterfall actually, in this cave-like place where we see her inside her mind, and he kind of explains to her how she's really and what's going on is a small cog in a much bigger story, which is a story of bringing unity to the land of Ireland, because in fact at that time, 2005, was when the British and the Irish Republican Army were signing their peace accord, and the sticking point in that signing was the destruction of the IRA weapons arsenal, which had a figure attached to it of around $100 million. So people say that the money, well, we know the money was taken by the IRA, and it was a payoff. So that's all wrapped up in this magical realist bank heist movie. It's called McCullough, and should go into production this time next year.
That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your Africa production project?
Yeah, so this company, Ars Nova Capital, was founded by a technologist, inventor, and producer, Sutherland Elwood, who set up the original DreamWorks campus, worked for Fox and Disney, and his partners Ian Spenceley and Frank Sterling and Anne Elwood. And I've been working with them for the past 5 years, introducing local partners in different territories for this global network of studio campuses. And the studio campuses have technologically advanced sound stages, training and education facilities, offices, and all the production support that you'd find in a studio. Big projects. So the project in Kenya is with our local partner, Green Heart of Kilifi, and also a music producer friend of mine who's got a company called World Song, Barney Madder, and also Paul Clark, who's a developer. And we're about to we're doing the master planning now. It's in a place called Kilifi, and it's bringing, advanced production technology and sound stages to Africa, and it will be a hub for African filmmakers and filmmaking. So here we've met a lot of African filmmakers. We did some panels and did a launch at the Afro Can Villa. And met a lot of people there, and everyone's very excited because it's one thing which is really lacking in Africa and Kenya especially, is production support, studios, and know-how and training and education, and that's what we're doing.
Awesome. One last question. Why is it so important to be here at Cannes every year?
Well, I think the most important,
other than this, other than this.
I mean, that's obviously a big reason, but for me, the main reason to be at Cannes is to meet people. I meet more people here from all over the world in 6-7 days than I do in the rest of the year. And it's a perfect place to catch up with people who also wouldn't meet because in so many different countries. So I catch up with people and contacts and make new ones. And that's how business grows, really. Business is about, collaboration. So this is a perfect place to meet new and old collaborators.
I'd also like to make one last comment. We met from a mutual friend, actor James Hepburn.
I know.
And would you like to say a little comment about our late friend James Hepburn?
Yeah, James Hepburn's an actor, a very dear friend of mine, a real brother actually, and we were extremely close. And very sadly, he passed away in Christmas of 2019. It's 6 years now, and we always used to do Cannes together. And one of the most endearing memories and moments of me and him at Cannes were both of us were in the Indian Pavilion on the terrace, and we were laughing and having such a great time. And 2 other producers walked up to us and just said that we just want to hang out with you guys because you're having such a great time, and your laugh is infectious. And James had an infectious laugh, and he's dearly missed.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Arun.
Thank you.
Okay.